Hello everyone. In our last lecture, we have to discuss the Zeeman effect and normal Zeeman effect, classical theory of Zeeman effect, and what is the effect of magnetic field in an spectral lines. Okay. Now in this lecture, we have to discuss this problem based on this normal Zeeman effect. First problem is that find the minimum magnetic field needed for Zeeman effect to be observed in a spectral line of wavelength 400 nanometer when a spectrometer whose resolution is 0.010 nanometer is used. Okay, now we have to given that this is the wavelength and this will be the resolution. Okay, now first I will write here given lambda is equal to, that will be 400 nanometer. We have to convert this scale nanometer into meter. 400 nanometer means 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Okay, we have to completed too much syllabus, therefore I will discuss here uh, only 3 or 4 problems. Remaining problems you should solve in an homework and send the assignment in me for a group Google Classroom. Therefore lambda is equal to 400 nanometer, 400 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Okay, and we will get this resolution for this wavelength. Lambda is equal to 0.010 d lambda. Resolution d lambda is equal to, in an book this is the print mistake, the resolution d lambda is equal to 0.010 nanometer, that must be 0.010 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Okay, now we have to calculate the magnetic field needed for Zeeman effect. Okay, in a magnetic field needed for this Zeeman effect. Okay, what is the formula? Okay, now first we have to calculate the frequency from this equation. Nu is equal to C upon lambda, differentiating d nu is equal to minus C upon lambda square into d lambda. Okay, ignoring this negative sign will be ignored. Therefore d nu is equal to, or delta nu is equal to C upon lambda square into d lambda. What is the value of C? Is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second divided by lambda square 400 into 10 raised to minus 9 bracket square into d lambda is 0.010 into 10 raised to minus 9 is equal to, now this is the 3 into 0.010 into 10 raised to minus 9, 10 raised to minus 1 divided by 400 into 10 raised to minus 18 is equal to, this from this side. Therefore square of this 400 square. Now we will get 3 into 0.010 divided by square of 10 raised to minus 18, 10 raised to minus 10 raised to plus 17 divided by 400 square. What is the square of 4? Will be 16, 2 and 4. 16 into 10 raised to 4 is equal to 3 divided by 16 into 0.010 into 10 raised to 17, 10 raised to minus 4, that will be 10 raised to 13, and we will get the value of, this will be the 5.33. Okay, and after this calculation Hope you will calculate this, and we will get the value of 1.87 into 10 raised to 10 cycles per second. Okay, you have to solve simultaneously. d nu is equal to 1.87 into 10 raised to 10 cycle per second. Now we have to get the value of this d nu. Now we have to calculate the magnetic field H. Okay, what is the formula for this magnetic field? H is equal to the separation of Zeeman component delta nu is equal to Eh upon 4 pi m. Rearrange this equation. H is equal to 4 pi m into delta nu divided by E. Okay, now substitute all these equation value. 4 into what is the value of pi? 4.14, 3.14 multiplied by 9.11. What is the mass of an electron? 9.11 into 10 raised to minus 31 into delta nu 1.87 into 1.87 into 10 raised to 10 cycles per second divided by charge 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. Okay, this is all about the constant. Okay, E, M, H cut, H. Okay, you have to remember these values. Okay, now after this calculation we will get the value of 133.7 into 10 raised to minus 2 is equal to 1.33 Weber per meter square. Okay, this is the unit of a magnetic field. Okay, now second problem. A sample of certain element is placed in a 1 Tesla magnetic field. 1 Tesla magnetic field. We have to given this value H. Okay, H is equal to 1 Tesla and suitably excited. How far apart are the Zeeman components of the 5000 angstrom spectral line of this element. Okay, now first remember that things you have to first write the given. What will be the given here? Given for this problem is that we have to get given that this magnetic field H is equal to 1 Tesla. Okay, then the Zeeman component of the 5000 angstrom, that will be the wavelength. Lambda is equal to 5000 angstrom. 1 angstrom means 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Okay, remember that this relation 5000 into 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Then you have to calculate how far apart are the Zeeman component. Okay, we have to calculate the delta lambda. What is the value of delta lambda? Now the separation of the Zeeman component is given by delta nu is equal to, we have to again use this relation, delta nu is equal to EH upon 4 pi m. Okay, calculate the value, and from this equation we will get the value of delta lambda. Okay, because frequency is the reciprocal of wavelength. C is equal to, nu is equal to, nu is inversely proportional to frequency, C upon lambda. Now nu is equal to C upon lambda, therefore du nu is equal to minus C upon lambda square into d lambda. Now rearranging this equation, we have to calculate the value of delta lambda. Therefore delta lambda is equal to lambda square d nu upon C. Therefore delta lambda is equal to lambda square upon C into delta nu. And what is the value of delta nu? Delta nu is equal to EH upon 4 pi m. Delta nu is equal to EH upon, delta nu is equal to EH upon 4 pi m. Substitute here. Therefore lambda square upon C into EH upon 4 pi m. Now substitute all these values. Lambda square is 5000 angstrom, 5000 into 10 raised to minus 10 bracket square into, what is the value of E? 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. H is 1 Tesla divided by C, speed of light, 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Then 4 into 3.14 multiplied by 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31. Okay, now solving this bracket, 5 into 10 raised to 3, 3 multiplied by 2, 10 raised to 6 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 20 multiplied by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 divided by 12 into 10 raised to 10 raised to 8, 10 raised to minus 31. Minus 23, 10 raised to minus 23 multiplied by 3.14 multiplied by 9.1. Okay, we have to get 5 multiplied by 1.6 divided by 12 multiplied by 3.14 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 20 minus 19 minus 49 plus 6, 10 raised to minus 23, 10 raised to plus 23, 23 plus 6, 10 raised to 29 multiplied 990 2, 10 raised to minus 20. Okay, now after solving all this calculation, we will get this value of 0.1165 into 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Okay, 10 raised to minus 10 meter means 1 angstrom, therefore 0.1165 angstrom. This is the value of delta lambda. Now the remaining problem you have to do in homework. The first problem in a homework. Okay, this is the first problem in the chapter 4, Zeeman effect, page number 4.16. First problem is that problem 4.3. Second one problem 4.4. Third problem problem 4.5, problem 4.6, and fifth one is the problem 4.7. Okay, this is all about the homework problem. You have to solve this problem and send this solution in an Google Classroom. Okay, now the hope you will understand the Zeeman effect, normal Zeeman effect. Okay, thank you so much.